Hi, back again. It's Judy from Central Victoria in Australia at Itchy Palms Gardens. Today we're going to have a look at our crybaby garden. It's a garden that is named after the Indian coral tree, which has a very bad reputation of being prickly. This garden also has some nice carpet roses in it that are prickly as well to make a baby cry, and a lovely seat to sit in. So as I said, today we're going through the crybaby garden, which is a garden that I started about 16 years ago at Itchy Palms, and it's a garden that really doesn't get much love. It's basically a capital D shape with the straight part of the D being a rock wall at the back. The rocks were donated to us by my brother-in-law Peter, who kindly put them into place with his backhoe when we first shifted in. As with some of the other rocky outcrops in our garden, our sons took a liking to them with their push bikes, so it took me quite a while to actually remove them so I could create a garden. Remove my sons, that is. I had a thermal mass I could play with this time, so I decided to propagate a tree that was a little bit more exotic. So these are the trees I chose. They're not a common tree here, so it took a while to get the seeds, and it did take a little while to get them growing. I had to cover them very well during the frost the first few years, but they did survive and they're there today. I'm so glad I persevered. I gradually carefully trimmed them so they didn't cover the rocks, because the rocks were a feature too. So they've got nice long straight stems and then bush out the top like a standard. Now that the canopy is over the level of the rocks, I'll just let them do what they like and grow into each other. Because they're at the back of the bed, their prickles are out of harm's way, so I'm the only one who gets prickled when I prune them. The beautiful show of red flowers makes all the little prickles worth it, I think. What do you think? I did have the floor of this crybaby garden covered with lamb's ears, but they went out of control, so I have gradually culled them out. I didn't realise they were related to the mint family and they went a bit rampant, but a bit of Roundup goes a long way in circumstances like this. Here's the lamb's ears I got rid of. Here's a view from above the rocks, looking down at the crybaby garden. These red carpet roses perform extremely well, considering they really don't get much water and they have a lot of competition from the agapanthus in front of them. The agapanthus border the D shape, the rounded D shape in this garden. As you can see, they're at the front and there's a sandy path just the other side of them. So this garden really comes to form in the summer when most of the plants are flowering, but in the winter I do have another plant that flowers. There are two native Australian woolly bushes, one each side of the seat in the crybaby garden, but around them I have Janine's winter flowering hot poker. Yes, she's saved me again. Here it is in the winter, performing very nicely. Hello. It's often really difficult to know what to do with a really hot spot in the summer with a thermal wall like that. That's why I decided with the crybaby garden to try something a bit more exotic, something that really likes the hot conditions. But then when you do that, you just wonder how they'll survive through the winter. And I do remember piling milk carton after milk carton after milk carton on top of those skinny sticks of those coral trees in the winter, just so that they wouldn't get killed by the frost. And I was really trying to look for a photo, but I couldn't find it. But it was quite laughable seeing the 5 trees in a line with just milk carton on milk carton. It was really quite funny. Anyway, it worked, and now I've got a nice garden to prove it. I hope you enjoyed our episode this week, and I hope you continue to follow us on this new medium that I'm trying, and I hope my videos get better and better, because I'm only a newbie at this. But thanks very much for watching anyway. Bye for now.